Hello everyone, checking in on the cryptocurrency space, just looking at Bitcoin here today, and we are dumping clearly across the board everywhere. Hopefully everybody had stop losses in place for bullish positions, as we always talk about, to prevent against significant downside in instances like this. It is a clear weekly bear break. There is no sign of any bull buying, and the reason for it is a reaction to this tweet where we have pretty much, I'm going to very clearly oversimplify things. If you are looking for fundamentals, there's plenty of good channels out there to in-depth describe what is going on. But essentially, you have two sides battling over the BCH fork that's upcoming, and it is so much drama and such a middle school fight. It is so disheartening to see that it can have an effect to crush the entire cryptocurrency space. And if this keeps up, I do not foresee the cryptocurrency space surviving in the way that we know it right now. What I mean by that is the fact that you can see two people feuding and diverging hash power, as you can read here. He's diverting hash power from BTC to BCH mining to get in this fight with CSW. It's just, as a trader who doesn't enjoy drama in my life at all, I cannot tell you how turned off I am from this space. So I personally have been all cash for a while, which is nice to avoid this downside. I'm not looking to play any bounces, in all honesty, right now. It's a falling knife. RSI levels do not mean anything right now, and I'm not going to try and time the bottom and hope that I nail it, as we could definitely see continuation down. And again, RSI right now is not a good indicator to be using to be making your trading decisions based off of, because we can absolutely hit extreme levels, as the next clear weekly support level that we're looking at right now is 5,511 on Coinbase Pro. You also have all this Tether stuff going on that's also adding some uncertainty. But for me personally as a trader, this just makes stocks and Canadian MJ and futures and anything else so much more attractive than this cryptocurrency space, because again, you're not going to gain any kind of legitimacy with cryptocurrency if two people battling and two people can cause the entire market to dump like this. And this is just the start of our bear break. This bear break has now been underway on the weekly time frame for less than 1 hour. So can we see further downside? Absolutely. We can see bounces and lower highs and lower lows. If you want to play really high risk, high reward and try and play bounces, then there's definitely opportunity. We just bounced $240 in 10 minutes. And I personally, if I were going to be trading, I would be looking bearish. I'd be looking for an hourly lower high and a bearish entry opportunity, because the weekly chart has clearly broken bearish at this point. So there's volatility to trade out there, no doubt about that. If you want high risk, high reward, where I'm at personally, I'm not looking for extremely high risk, high reward. I capitalized on that in the cryptocurrency space in 2017 and the start of this year, and I am protecting my capital at this point and not going to be making wild moves to try and make significant gains. If that's not the case for you, that's perfectly fine. If you have smaller capital and you're trading, higher risk, and you can stomach some of that volatility to try and increase your capital base, that's perfectly fine. By all means, go for it. But just for me personally, that's where I'm at. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue trading this cryptocurrency space. I may move the rest of my funds out and put it into stocks, where I've been having a lot of success with short-term day trading, and I'm just going to stick to that until we see some kind of clear shift in this cryptocurrency space, which after this bear break, it's not happening anytime soon. On the weekly time frame, any bounce under 6,540 is a lower high, and that right now is about 15% away from where we currently stand. So if we get a 15% bounce in Bitcoin, it's still a weekly lower high. Exponential resistance rejected the price. And again, it would be one thing if this were a bear break in response to just, a bear dump and supports breaking and stop losses triggering, but the fact that it is caused by these two individuals or multiple individuals, and the reason for it all, is just so sickening as a trader and an observer. And I cannot imagine how these diehard fundamentalists of cryptocurrency are stomaching this right now, because it's disgusting. It's absolutely gross what is going on right now. So we'll see how it all plays out from here, but it's hard for me to keep a positive light on this cryptocurrency space, because I am not positive on this space right now. And again, right now, you're either day trading volatility in the altcoins, you are playing the major names bearish, or you're very quickly locking in those profits on bounces to prevent from further downside. Please use stop losses. People are going to lose a lot of money on this bear break if they haven't already. We also obviously know a lot of people are down a lot of money. Anybody that bought anytime in 2018 is significantly in the red right now. And it's just not a good situation for for bulls. That being said, it's a great situation for bears. So absolutely congrats to the bears. We had a member make a year maker on this bear break in Bitcoin and was positioning for this bear break and certainly benefited from that. So there are ways to make money. There's no doubt about that. But for me personally, I'm just not going to be in this space right now actively trading. So change the daily trend and I'll get interested in Bitcoin again. That's not going to happen anytime soon. And what we need to do now is look at altcoins and look at who's going to break away from the pack. Who can break away from the sinking anchor that BCH and BTC drama are pulling the entire market down? Who can come out of this move and rise from the ashes as the cryptocurrency phoenix? And when the dust settles, have them, bullish and looking for potential upside action without the correlation to Bitcoin. That's what I'm looking for at this point. In terms of averaging down because things are cheap, please remember that cheap is a completely relative term and it doesn't mean anything. Things can always go lower and they can always go higher. And in terms of cheap, we can see Bitcoin at 3,000 again. We can see Bitcoin at 1,000 again. It's possible. We have to absolutely prepare for that possibility. So do not use the mindset of, oh, it's cheap right now, I'm going to buy. I just made a post on social media for the chart guys where I was talking about waiting for trend changes, eliminating a lot of risk by giving up a little bit of reward to wait for that trend to change before getting into any bullish positions. Counter the trend. The trend is absolutely your friend, and to try and enter bullish down at these levels, again, it's just a psychological mindset where you get into a trade and you're probably going to be red in that trade very quickly. And from a psychological standpoint, to try and manage that trade as opposed to waiting for a trend change and being in the green on a trade very early on, it's a completely different space psychologically to manage that trade. So I personally will not be establishing any long-term positions in crypto anytime soon until weekly trends change, and that's just not happening anytime soon. So again, congrats to the bears. Can't get mad at the bears. Absolutely clear bear break and an opportunity to profit. If you're going to get mad at anybody, get mad at the people who are destroying this cryptocurrency space over a feud. And the amount, I can't even imagine having that on my conscience. The amount of lives that they are negatively impacting right now because of this feud is literally in the hundreds of thousands, I would assume. And it's just gross. So if you are down a lot of money, it's only money. I know it's easy to say, but there's a lot more important things in life. And get off the computer screen. Use stop losses. Please use stop losses. If you don't use stop losses, things can get really ugly and put you in significantly difficult financial situations. And remember the important things in life, and flashing numbers on a screen and virtual numbers in cyberspace are not the most important things in life right now. And it might be time to take a break, step away from the computer, and go outside, call a loved one, do some of the important things, pet a dog. We'll see you tomorrow. Do some good things out there, and we'll check back in and see if any kind of bounce can get followed through on the 5-minute time frame. Clear resistance at 6,800, 6,750. When there's this kind of volatility, we get psychological levels coming in play a lot more significantly. And here we are heading back down to the lows. If 6560 breaks, or 5550, it'll be 5,500, 5,400, just all psychological levels. And again, we can absolutely go lower than this. RSI levels can absolutely get more extreme. Prepare for any scenario, regardless of what direction you're taking any trade. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Here's the baby. Baby goat. You get the baby goat.